So here is, I guess I will try to make this a short how to replace a starter on this Toyota Camry. So on this 4-cylinder engine, the starter is just straight into your face. It's right here up on the top of the transmission. Here's the new starter. So what's holding the starter in place is two bolts, one on this side, one on this side. So as far as electrical part goes, there is one 12 volt main power and there is a connector, one pin connector on this connector is on the bottom, and the main power is on the bottom under it. So yeah, that's convenient. If something is too good to be true, well, we know how that goes. What's in the way is the question. I guess the air filter box has got to be removed because, well, it's in the way. Let's get some tools and start removing things. There's a couple of the throttle cable, a couple of fuel tank vent, emission tanks. There's a clamp on the throttle body. All those things just get disconnected, and the air filter box just comes off. There's an air filter, not that great condition, but that looks okay. Probably needs to be replaced. That was tight. The bottom part of the air filter box has to be cleaned out too. So here's the starter. That's the starter. There's a bolt, like I said, one bolt holding it to the bell housing on this side, and there's one on this side that's under this bracket, and there is this electrical cable, and there is also, yeah, there's the connector on this side. I suppose that's a 12 millimeter. You have to really disconnect the battery because that's 12 volts. Right there. There's this knot. So that's the 12 volt main power right here, straight from the battery. Two bolts, 14 millimeter. This one can be reached from here like so. That's one bolt, and this one on the front can be reached. I suppose once all those things are out of the way, the starter should just come out like so. There's one thing left that's holding it, and it's that electric, the ignition, or whatever that connector is. So I guess I can unplug it. Everything, of course everything is tight and brittle. That's just the connector. It comes off like this. I just don't want to remove what I don't have to remove. So here's the starter. Toyota, it says on it, Denso 12 volt. So at this point you can clean whatever you need to clean, inspect whatever you need to inspect. So some things on these engines are not that terrible to deal with, and some are no fun. So plug this connector back where it has to be. Plugs like that. This main, yep, I think it came with a new knot. So the installation is just a reverse process to the removal. That's pretty much it. Torque the bolts, tighten that 12 volt cable, reinstall the air filter box, reconnect the hoses and everything that you unhooked previously. What I learned is that the only thing that you need to remove in essence is just the air filter box. So that was the starter replacement on this Toyota Camry 5S-FE 4-cylinder engine.